This week we have basically activities that involve finishing up the final project, creating your showcase and posting that to the discussion. And then you're going to take that final project, you'll be uploading that to GitHub and working on an ePortfolio. The directions for the final project are the same as the directions that were in lesson 12. So if you looked at them in lesson 12, they're the exact same directions here. Okay, and the checklist is also the same. So hopefully you've already started working on that. And the showcase basically involves creating a little PowerPoint slideshow to discuss the project layout and the design. And so for each one of these bulleted items, you need to create a separate slide and just kind of, share with your classmates what you were thinking when you created your project. Once you're done with the slideshow, you are going to convert it to an MP4 video. And the directions on how to do that are right here. And the reason you need to convert it to the video is because you need to post it to the discussion forum. And you can post a video, but you cannot post a PowerPoint slideshow. So converting it to video will allow you to post. So there are directions here as well on how to post it to the discussion forum. Here is the discussion forum. The showcase video needs to be posted by August 2nd, and you also need a link to your final project. Okay, so, and remember to do the link. You're going to click on the link button, and where it says enter a URL, you're just going to want to copy the URL. So you're going to pull up your final project. Click, press Control and the letter C for copy. And then click in here, press Control and the letter V as in Victor for paste. Okay, and that will create a link that others can click on so that they can actually look at your project and then watch your video so they can see what you were thinking when you created it. So that is due by August 2nd. And then the last week of class, you'll go in and review your classmates' final projects and then reply. And when you reply, what you're going to give them for feedback is what you like best about the project and any suggestions that you have for improvements or enhancements. So positive reviews is what we're looking for. Next thing that you're going to work on is uploading your final project to GitHub and submitting a link to your GitHub project. Here's a link to GitHub. I'm assuming a lot of you do not have accounts, so you're going to have to create one. They are free. And then once you have an account, you'll create what's called a repository. It's kind of like a folder, okay, on GitHub, where you're going to upload your project. And I did create a video that shows you how to do that. And it's not a difficult thing to do. You'll see that in the video. Once you have it uploaded, what you're going to submit to me is a link to that repository. Okay, so I can make sure that you've got that done. In our introductory classes, this is how we are kind of introducing you to GitHub. In some of the more advanced second level classes, you'll be putting everything on GitHub. So this is just your little introduction to using it. And then finally, there's an e-portfolio. This is a requirement that we have in the CIT department. And you can actually choose any platform for your e-portfolio. So you could use LinkedIn, WordPress, Weebly, Google. There's a lot of different platforms. It's up to you which one you want to use. We do suggest LinkedIn just because in business and in CIT, employers use that. And once you graduate, that is an avenue for you to look for jobs. So if you have a LinkedIn site already, you can simply update it for this class. If you want to keep your work LinkedIn separate from your school LinkedIn, you can simply create another one. So totally up to you how you want to do this. Here's the personal information that you're going to want to include. And then we have professional information that you'll include as well. If you have a LinkedIn site, what I would suggest is just adding the projects in the accomplishment section. And there is a video that shows you how to do that. But you can actually put a little description in there, put a link to the project, and this would be a link to your GitHub repository. And then anyone looking at your site could actually click the link and go see your code. If you are starting from scratch, there is another video that shows you how to do that. And here's an example of what that might look like. I do have a link to this example. However, you aren't going to be able to see anything unless you actually have a LinkedIn account. So you're going to have to create the account before you can actually see the example. So that is what you're going to be working on this week. The most important things for you to get done first would be that term project and the showcase. Once you finish those, then you can do GitHub. That should not take you very long, followed by your ePortfolio. If you run into problems or if you have questions, please let me know, and have an awesome week.